With your hands palm up and just let the energy wash over you and through you.
Hi, everybody. Before I forget, Cocodillas, I promised that I'd play your track this week. Can you just re-email it quickly for me so I can add it? Just send it to the what is it? amberdpromo@gmail.com. Because I said I was going to put it in. I've just seen your name and the guilt set in. Hi, everybody. Yay! Welcome in Digital Industries. Who is that? Is that someone I emailed earlier about watching without being logged in or something? Welcome in, everybody. Let me just get my email up. How is everyone? What have you been up to? Are you okay with the hot weather if you are in the UK? Because we're not used to this. Talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling. I've got something in my eye. Oh. Day off work today, says Matt. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my free final. God damn it. Well, I personally don't like the hot weather. I do like it, but only up until a point. You're not late, Leather. We've just got here. I'm late. It's not you, it's me. Let me just have a look. I'll just check my email. Mark's in. No, it's not come through. Coco Dillaz, it's still not come through. Try sending it me just on as a whisper on what are we on? Twitch. How weird. Unless it's just being slow. But yeah, it's not come through yet. Oh, check spam box, yeah. Oh my god, look at my spam folder. Good day, I have great opportunity to share with you. Regards, Maxwell Simon. I've got another one saying payment accepted 431. That's not you, is it? Harbour Freight write to me and say, you've been chosen. And they wrote to me again as well. Oh. And we've got one here from Faris Adams that says, my name is Faris Adams. I would like to discuss something very important with you. I want to know if I can write to you here. Yours sincerely, Faris Adams. I'm not going to reply. Because they're a stranger. No, it's not in my spam either. Oh. That's well weird. Try sending again, and then Coco Dillaz, if you send my send me a whisper on here. Did I get spam from George de Guando? Oh, there was a funny meme going around actually. About there was a raid on a house in Nigeria or wherever, and they actually did have loads of money in this flat, and they found like millions and millions of like their denomination. And then someone made a meme into it saying there really was millions and millions of pounds that someone was trying to share. And no one would share it. No, everyone thought it was a scam. Hello, Atomic. Hi, Pluto. Oh, really good to see you all. Hey, Ross. So yeah, Coco Dillaz, just send it me over as a whisper, and we'll sort that. I'll I don't know if I'll have to whitelist you or anything. I don't. Oh, hang on, it's come through now. It just said, it gave me a prompt: report phishing or look safe. I'll put you in the look safe file. So yeah, there we go. So I've got your one here now. I might, do you know, I'm just going to start off with your track because I've got it here now. So yeah, got loads to get through today, guys. We'll have a bit of a discussion about drums. I had some good discussions with some friends of mine over the last 24 hours on drum techniques. So feel free to share them in the chat, and then we're gonna have a little bit of a chat about sending your work to record labels and like how to keep organized so that you keep the job easy for people on the other end of receiving your music, in terms of like naming files and things like that. So we'll get round to all of that in a little while. So yeah, first of all, this is Coco Dillas. Hello, Dr. Drew Claude. My favourite techno extraordinaires there. Dr. Drew Claude. So yeah, feel free to write your favourite ways to do things in the chat. Is my mic a bit hot? If it distorts, just let me know. I have to remember I'm not on my dynamic microphone. I'm not on my Shure SM58 or whatever it is. Is it okay? It did a bit. Yeah, I thought it might do. It's me. It's because this is a more delicate microphone. It doesn't like people shouting in it. Okay. Right. Let's just dive right in. An email with a Mixcloud link. An email with a Mixcloud. What, for a track that you've done? No, that would be fine. I've not seen it though, so it will probably be next week now. We'll get around to that, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. It's a track, cool. Okie dokie. Okay, first up we got Coco Dillas, and this is Louder.
We're going, yeah. Shout it out and let it go. Darling, let the people know. Taking back what we've been on, oh. Heading out, let's hit the road. Saying loudly through the snow. Tell my love we're coming home, home. Maybe we're beating loud. Maybe we won't survive it. I'm higher than a mountain, brighter than a straggler line. Maybe we'll learn to like it. Maybe we shouldn't fight it. We're going higher, up through the fire. Turn it up, louder, we're going higher, we lost everything we owned, painted blindly through the cold. Heaven knows what we were told. Watch us rising through the sand, breathing deep and let's begin. Let the rain pour down again. Baby, we're beating loud. I know that we'll survive it. I'm higher than a mountain, brighter than a striker line. Baby, we'll look to like it. Maybe we shouldn't fight it. We're going higher, up through the fire. Turn it up,
I love that. That is Coco Dillas. I'm just going to share his where is your YouTube channel? I'm finding your music on lots of other people's thingamybobs. Oh, there you are. So I'm going to share Coco Dillas's YouTube. Please go and give him a follow. Hello, Nick. So Coco Dillas is basically he's someone who his music is just so good. So good. Oh, DSC, welcome in, babe. Welcome in, Daniel. And I really, even though it's not my style, like that I could make or, you know, play as a DJ, this is the kind of stuff that I like to listen to, you know, like in the car, or whatever. But it amazes me how well produced it is. And I don't discriminate on this show too much. I mean, if you're sending something in that needs a lot of work before it gets heard, we'll help you through that, or I will send you an email back saying what needs to be done to make it listenable. But then on the other side of that, I'm certainly happy to have finished tracks on here, because I think it gives us all a better scope of the finished product and how, you know, hi Bliss, hi Jeremy, hi anyone else I've not said hello to. Hello to my mods. But I won't have anything to add in terms of like, well, your snare needs work or something. Because I just find like, I think it's really, really nice. I mean, one thing I might say is we're going higher. Like in the little breaks here, it kind of goes quite quiet, but then again that kind of accentuates it when it comes back in again. We're going higher, higher, higher. You know, there's a lot of dynamics in this track. You can just see from the waveform, like I can see all of the peaks, all of the troughs. And that in itself is not something that we're used to when you're a hard dance or a dance music orientated, you know, like the harder styles, because everything's kind of like much more pushed and limited. It's really nice to have someone like Coco Dillas in here sending stuff in for you know, seeing another side to music. Blocky, yeah. Because ultimately, if you're going to be a good producer or make money from this in terms of not just doing the stuff that you love to do, but doing stuff in terms of sync music, library music, if you were going to engineer stuff for people, it's really good to have those skill sets in your arsenal to be able to make different styles of music. So yeah, but yeah, thank you Coco Dillas, it's been lovely to listen to that. I have some thank yous now. Thank you little baby Jesus. Thank you to RFT Laurel, which is Daniel. I don't know why you've called yourself that. Oh, excuse me. That's better. My thingy. Come on, brain. My camera was too low and now too high, and now it's too low. Ah, will do. Oh, it's your music brand. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay. So yeah, it's good to have different styles in the demo drop. Shut up. Stop it, Madder. Oh, Bliss. I will sample my burps at some point. I'm gonna burp it, stick it into like, I'm gonna granulize it, I think, and then like maybe turn it into like a bass line. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on a stream. We'll put that on the list. I put geese noises into techno the other day. That was fun. Oh, am I, Ross? Brilliant. Hard House Baby Banger. Oh, Zarek, how are you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you, mate. Oh, People Like Us is here. Yay! So before we get on to the next track, so today we're doing the demo drop. I don't know if you've been in a demo drop, Zarek, but we basically on Tuesday we listened to everyone's music that they send in, their own original music. And thank you, Paul, for following. And yeah, we give advice. We talk about new plugins. I've got something in my eye. I'm going to have to leave it alone because I'll probably make it worse. We talk about plugins and we talk about anything to do with technical sides of music production and also sometimes more importantly the psychology behind it. It's a bit of a like an Alcoholics Anonymous support group because God knows how lonely it can get being a producer. And hardware, synth, oh absolutely, Dr. Drew Kloot. Everything and anything. And the great thing is I learn so much from you guys. I'd like to help. I'd like to hope that you guys have taken on board some of the stuff that, you know, I've learned and, you know, and things that I find that work for me. But, you know, I think the main thing that we always take from this is how personal it is to be a producer of music, to be an artist. But, however, there are certain rules, musical rules, and like sonic rules that we need to adhere to if people are gonna maybe like our music, you know, or be able to listen to it. And I'm talking in very broad terms there, in terms of like not having things digitally distort in a bad way. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, saturation and wonderful stuff like that, but, you know, yeah, well, you've got to know the rules to break the rules. I always say, Dr. Drew Kloot, but then again, that's just what I think. And I'm always changing in life. I think it's important to always be fluid with your opinions on things and not be completely static or stubborn-minded, you know, because when we get new information, we can change our minds. And I think the same goes for music production as well. There's been many times where I've been like, nah, this is the way I'm going to, you know, mix my drums, or, you know, this is the best way that I'm going to make and create my own kicks. This is the best workflow or best FX chain for me. And then it always changes. But that's where it kind of becomes the philosophy, if you will, of music production, because it's not necessarily just about the technical aspect of it. It's about being fluid with it. So Bliss says, what would people say is the easiest, best door for a noob? Okay, so Bliss, you might, right, and this isn't being sexist at all, right? But female brains and male brains do have certain differences to them. And that's biology, that's science. So as a female I found something that allows me to be more creative. And this isn't a hard and fast rule at all, but for me, I really enjoyed FL Studio because it makes more sense to me. But Ableton is amazing as well. I'm not saying one's male and one's female or anything like that, but you might find that the way that your brain processes data will be different. So if you're more mathematical, they're like, I think it's something like male brains. Male brains have 4 times the capacity for mathematical problem solving. Something like that. Whereas female brains are more they're better at languages and something else. Basically, the point is there are going to be different ways that you're going to figure out how to make music than your male counterparts. And the reason I know this is because I live with a male genius music producer, and the way that we both work is very different. So, shut up, fraggers. But I do honestly think that does come into play with it quite a bit. So, yes, you are Red Misty. But yeah, that's not me being sexist at all. It just means you've got to play to your strengths. And that isn't also a hard and fast rule. I'm quite a male brain because I'm quite a low key, but I also have ADHD and dyslexia. So if you put all of those different things together, you might find that if you have a friend who makes music in a very certain way, it might just be because for them that works. So they've created their own neural pathways to and muscle memory for it to work for them in that specific way. If you don't get it and that doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't mean that you can't make music. It just means you've got to find a different way of doing it. Some people are much more hands-on. So they're like Dr. Druklut. He makes more stuff physically with hardware, and that's his way of doing it. Other people use a mouse. I'm a bit of both. I have both hardware and I use VSTs. But yeah, so yeah, what Nick said there, any tool starting out, the concepts are mostly the same. Do whatever's available. I started out in trackers on the Amiga. There you go. But yeah, there's sometimes having too much choice can be that overwhelming that you don't ever get started. So I'd say, Bliss, if you are starting off your musical journey, or any of you starting off your musical journey, try a few things, see how it works, get in with friends who have got who make music, see what they do, but just take everything with a pinch of salt. There you go. Hello, Ben. Ben Starmores is in. How are you doing? But yeah, you'll feel very overwhelmed for a long time, and then you'll have moments where you'll make something that you'll be really proud of, and that's what it's about. Is just keep on at it. Break it down into smaller elements. Hello, DJ Digital Trip. Thank you for raiding. How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. Come on in. We're doing the demo drop. Come on. Oh. Digital Industry says, I tend to make music, then vanish for a couple of years before becoming active again. Yes, Queen. So, yeah. Again, this is all the philosophy. What I was saying, this is the philosophy of making music. Tony, welcome in. So yeah, we're going to do another track, and then I need to talk about something else. So we've got DJ Pluto, them apples. Here we go. Okay, so that is DJ Pluto, who's in the chat right now, and it's called Them Apples. So obviously a big part of what we do is if you're stuck on a track, send it in, half made, and get you out of, you know, that static, not knowing where you're going with it. Yeah, fair play for not being on social media. Wow, that would free up a lot of time. So I don't know where that synth line is from. Do you know what it was giving me? It was giving me like Final Fantasy vibes, though. You know, with your with the choir in there. But there's a few things that need to be done in order to tie all of this in. And I don't necessarily think it's a problem with the kick. I think for me, if I was going to work on this, I would add a bit more percussion. Oh, the local choir, cool. I would add a bit more percussion in there, and you know, to give it a bit more movement. And I would also change out your bass. I'm assuming that that bass line is just on the same note all the way through, because there's quite a bit of movement in that bass. Like, so it's because when you're getting to your choir part, the bass isn't following the progression of the melody of the choir. And also, probably more importantly, because it wouldn't matter so much, because I think your choir is only in the breakdowns anyway, when the bass is not there. But when you're doing this, your bass is staying on that root note. So I would bring it up. So the way that that's going, it would be coming up or down a fifth from the root note. And that in itself will help to tie it all in together. Yeah. This is the thing. As soon as we start to add melodies and counter melodies and chord progressions, have to always ensure that, not always, don't listen to me, not always, but in order to get it to sit right, must do the bass progression with it. Yeah. But I really like the idea. I love the choir. That's nice. You got some like overdriven, like saturation in there. But again, can you see how that is? This overdriven thing is on, and your choir is on. So it's discorded. If that could just be an aesthetic. This could just be stylistic of the track, and I like that in that sense. But if it's not, then go and just check out a little bit of music theory to help you to get things harmonically working with each other. But I kind of like the off-keyness of it as well. So, you know. Yeah, exactly, Grassbeater. It's good that you've got a local choir in there. Fine as well, if I've got too much low end using a multi-band compression. Yes. Yes, nice. Cool. Yeah, send me a message, Pluto. I'm not doing music production one-to-ones at the moment, but I am doing a lot of live stream music production stuff. But please just feel free to hop on the Discord. Any questions that you've got, I will be doing one-to-one stuff at some point. But just come into the Twitch streams whenever and just see how I'm doing stuff. I mean, I still have a lot to learn. I've been learning for 10 years and I've just completed 3 years at university. I've done a BA honours now in music production. I get my results actually soon. I get to wear my silly hat again. So I did a foundation degree and now I've just done a BA honours. I'll be doing a master's in a year or maybe 2 years. And I still feel like I know nothing. Yeah, I have graduated. Yay! I've definitely passed, but I don't know if I've got a first or a 2-1 yet. So I think it's more likely that I've got a 2-1. So I got first all the way through the first 2 years, but the third year I was kind of like I was just getting like I just want this to be over now, so I wasn't putting in as much effort. So it all depends on how they score it. So if they take into account last year as well, which I think they do, it could be a first, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess it doesn't really matter. Hey, Moggy. Moggy says, I caught one of your production streams the first time last week. It was really helpful. I'm glad to hear that. It can be boring, but I'm trying not to rush anything when I'm doing the live streams. And I have to not care if it's boring for people, because I think anyone that really wants to learn about music production won't mind about the boring bits. In fact, it's only being honest to show you hours and hours of what it's like, and sometimes not a lot will happen in 2 hours, and sometimes it's very, very, very common that you might just go, this is not working, and maybe start something completely different. So and that's that again is the philosophy of music production, is knowing when you've invested too much time. Yeah. Drew Clue, you would love Ableton because you'd get so much out of it because of all of the hardware stuff that you use. So, but yeah, thank you very much for sending it in. Okay, so next up we have got Mark Shelvin, who I think is in the chat. And this is called Sciatica. I love what you do. Oh my God! Ah! Like sciatica, like ow, my back. But you look at the way he spelt this, it's genius. It's like Psy, but PSY, like Psytrance. Sciatica. I'm easily pleased. That's amazing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I really like that. I was expecting it to kick back in again, but then again, it is 5 minutes long, which is a good sign because that means that I was enjoying it. If you can listen to a track and not get bored, then and not want it to end, that's a good sign. Yeah, I like it. Could do with a little bit of filling out with a few more effects. But I think I said that thinking that it was going to kick back in again. So if that's the case, then probably not. And also a bit more movement on the chord stabs. Like I said in the chat there, maybe like a phaser, an EQ band pass sweep, something like that. You know, just do it in parallel so it's not completely, you know, changing the sound. It's just adding a little bit to it so that our ears don't get bored of it. But it was giving me vibes of like Enjoy the Silence, Depeche Mode, with those diminished chords in there. Really nice, very emotive. Thank you for sending it in. Yeah, really good vibes. It got me in a thinking mood. You know, like it got me in a like not thinking of anything in particular, but just being nostalgic. Like it put my thinking in a place, like in another place. Yeah, it was really nice. I liked how it was making me feel, or thinking, or maybe I wasn't thinking about anything. I don't know. That's music for you, though, isn't it? Like, goat evening to you too, J-Can. Goat evening to you too. Okay. I love goats, so it's fine. I was going to say, J-Can, did you send something in today? I can't find you on the list, but I think I got something from you. Or did you just send me stuff? Oh, is it under a different name? Yeah, is it a different name like Chad Le Mans or something? Is that you? Oh, that's you. That's actual Chad Le Mans. That's you. Okay, so I've got J-Can. Offshore it's called. Yeah, you are in here. It's just I'm not reading things properly. Yeah, it's okay. You are in the system. Cool. So next up we've got Madda and Pete Maxwell, Stay. I don't need glasses. I need to not have this issue where I'll read stuff but it doesn't sink in. I don't know. Like, I guess we can label it whatever we want, but apparently I have ADHD, according to the uni people, health and safety, whoever they were, who did like a 4-hour test on me. They're like, yeah, you got it. Or maybe it's just it's me and it's just not reading. I have to like really pay attention with letters. I think it is the dyslexia because, you know, do you ever get that thing where just you look at the word and like it's not moving, but like I can't explain it. Do you know what? I'll tell you quickly before we listen to this track. I was adamant for a long time that I did not have ADHD. I wasn't dyslexic. But apparently it's something called masking. I changed my opinion on it now. Especially because I can kind of like get away with like being a retard at stuff. I'm probably not allowed to say that word, but I'm talking about myself here, so it's fine. But yeah, I just thought it was just me, just not having a proper brain. So, but yeah, there you go. Apparently it's ADHD or it's dyslexia. So I guess for me now that is helpful because I have a decent excuse. Yeah, I try. Yeah, I try not to worry about the labels too much, but it can be helpful. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to people about? Oh yeah, you know, with I need to stop messing with my eye. You know, with when people are sending in, when you send a file, when you send in your music. So this is something that we talked about at the Brighton Music Conference, regarding labeling your music correctly when you're sending it out. Hi, Ferg. So, sometimes when I get sent stuff, I'll download it and the file name, and this goes for stuff I get off SoundCloud as well. And basically, I'll get something sent, but it won't have your artist name on it. It will just be the name that you've saved it as, you know, on your work in progress or whatever you want to call it. And it's really important when you start sending your music out to labels, not just for the demo drop, because obviously it's easier for me because I'm doing it in real time. When I listen to your track, I'll know who sent it to me, so I can just rename the file. But record labels aren't going to do that for you. They are going to get annoyed if you don't label stuff, or if they like it, you'll never know about it because they won't be able to trace back where that file has come from if they're downloading loads and loads and loads of tracks every single day. So yeah, exactly, Paul. So we've got file name, this one, final version 2. Then usually it will be, I don't know, if you've had it mastered, we know who masters it. Usually someone like John Doe, Dynamic or Loud, whatever it is. But please get used to make a copy of the last version that you've made in your DAW. Make a copy of it, name that copy, artist name, and the track name. And if you want to go one further than that, it's good practice to put in the metadata. So you can put in the metadata using Audacity. So pop it in there and then re-export it with the metadata attached, because that way people can track you down. Is it bad to be too specific or too much metadata? No, I don't think so. I think it's better to be more specific than it is to be less specific, you know. Ferg says you can use a lot of different media players to add metadata to. There you go. Other metadata inputters are available. Yeah. Yeah, just if you date them just for you, that's why I think it's better practice that the last one that you're happy with, make a copy of that one and then send that one out. But just have it in a special folder so you know which one it was. If you're like me and you've got like 5 different variants of mix down where there's just a hi-hat that's slightly like 1 dB over where it was before, whatever. But yeah, it means that you'll look more professional to the labels that you're sending your work to, and you can be easily connected to that track if they want to sign it. So it's just something that I noted that over the last 2 or 3 years that we've been doing this show, it doesn't happen all the time, but it's I do it as well. I'm putting myself in this bracket as well because I do it too. Because I'm like, oh, I'm just sending it to my mate. It doesn't matter, but it might matter. So just get used to doing it straight away. Once you're happy with it, get it labelled correctly. Put the metadata in if you want to be super anal about it. But yeah, and the other thing as well is try not to send WeTransfer links because they do expire after 7 days. If you've got like a proper thing, even then, like if I don't know if a label would know if you have I'm just muting my WhatsApp. What was I saying? Come on, brain. So even if you've got WeTransfer and you pay for it, I still believe that a record label will look at it and go, oh no, just put a SoundCloud link, private SoundCloud link. Yeah. So yeah, like Zarek says, it's instead after 7 days, I struggled to get through all of my emails within 7 days. So many times people have sent something in for this show and it's gone by the time I get there. And yeah, it's frustrating for me. So it must be frustrating for other people because then there's no communication and people will think, oh, she didn't give a shit or they don't care. But it might not be that. It might just be that they have a lot of emails to get through. So just 2 little things there to remember. But yeah, especially in my case, if I don't get round to your email, it's never that I listened to it and I went, ugh, playing that. That never happens. But I know how vulnerable a place it can be as an artist. And if you don't know me as a person, you might think that might happen, but it definitely doesn't. So please, if you've sent something in and I'm not seen it or played it or got back to you, please send it again. Just email me again. Hey, Comrie. You've got a track in today, haven't you? I recognise your name. Okay, this is Madder and Pete Maxwell, Stay.
You know I go insane every time you have to court, make out under the bathroom lights. Put your lips on my lips, I'll remember your kiss on the nights when I miss you. Something I won't forget when I'm restless in bed. Yeah, you got me obsessed with you. Oh, don't you leave me this way. Won't you wait another hour or two? You know I need you to stay. Don't make me beg for you, 'cause I'll beg for you. You're like an ocean breeze, coming and going just as you please.
There we go, Madder and Pete Maxwell, Stay. I really like it. Really like this track. I would like the vocal to be a bit more present. Maybe bring it out with a little bit of additive EQ. And someone mentioned an acid line. Well, great minds, Jay. An acid line in there wouldn't go amiss. Acid! But yeah, really like it. Too much Hoovers takes away the summer vibe. Oh my God, that's such a good point. Yeah. We don't need to be overdoing Hoovers in Hard House. Because, excuse me, it's about the energy, isn't it? So what other ways can we incorporate energy into our music? An acid line would be perfect. I think there is some Hoovers in here, but it's just a Hoover stab on the one, isn't it? Yeah. Randomly, a guy yesterday was talking about his Fitbit, and the conversation ended up with him talking about an acid smiley. That's usually the way my conversations go as well. Textbook. What are you going to do? That's tangents for you. Arpeggiator riff would be nice. There you go, some ideas there for you. But it sounds pretty much polished and done anyway. But the one thing that would probably stop me from playing this would be the muffledness of the vocal. That vocal needs to be more present. Absolutely. But anything else is just personal preference. But it's a really good track. Really nice idea. Cool. Yeah. Bit of brightness, bit of volume. Yeah. But yeah, it's really nice. And you're right. It's a summer track. It reminds me very much of Gary O'Connor, like his track that he did, that happiness track, that kind of vibe to it. He's really good at getting that energy and happiness, you know, in Hard House. It's not all about, you know, rah. Yeah, thank you for sending it in. Polyrhythms, yeah, and polymeters. Oh, yeah, they're good, aren't they? They are great, especially in techno. They're great for letting the brain catch on to something and then like gets you into that hypnotic state. I guess that's why we like delay so much as well. And like delays on like triplets or dotted. And then having one like on maybe 16ths and the other on quarter triplets. Because then you've got stereo polyrhythms, you know, especially in certain altered states of mind, those kinds of tools. You mean panning? I mean stereo delay. But yeah, as in polyrhythms and stuff, I think yeah, it adds a lot of it will fill in space. It will fill in spaces without having to add more stuff. Cool. Mark Shelvin says Haas effect for the win. What's Haas effect? Digital Industries says find the syncopation effect makes music more dynamic from the original loop idea. Keeps my ears hyped. Nice. Yeah, I agree. What's the Haas effect? I'm just Googling it now. It's a psychoacoustic phenomenon. 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 I can't say it. Discovered by Dr. Helmut. Also known as the precedence effect. Ooh. I didn't know it was called that. I understand what it is, but I didn't know like there was a name for it. That's well cool. The Haas effect occurs when a listener experiences two sounds, often copies of one another, that are separated by a sufficiently short time as a single sound event. I wonder if this is connected to binaural. Interesting. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Everything has a name. If we don't, we find it. We call it a little thingy, yeah. Even things that do have a name, I call them a thingy. Okay, next up we've got Dave Clark, Chicks on Speed, and it's a DS3 rework. DS3 is in the chat. Here we go. Wow. Take a bow. That was absolutely amazing. DS3 rework there. Really, really like that. Really like that. I just need to say, hola. Hola guapas. Hola guapos. To Mazq Dance. Thank you very much for raiding. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. How was the stream? Hola. ¿Dónde está mi amigos locos, huh? Thank you, Quinny. Oh, I thought you meant my Spanish then. We'll talk about the track, aren't we? Yeah. God, Amber. It's not about you. Yeah, I really like that. Really, really like that track. And that is DS3, who is in the chat right now. Please, please go and give him a follow. I'm leaving the link in the chat there. Yeah, Spanish is bang average. Thank you. I'll take that. Spanglish, yeah. Yeah, thank you for sending it in. I also was getting a lot of Born Slippy vibes from it. I did think that the kick could have been a little bit louder and a bit more driven. But that would probably happen anyway. I think it has got that drive behind it. It just needs to be a bit higher in the mix. Yeah. Really, really like it. But yeah, thank you so much for sending it in. I haven't really got anything else to add. I like the effect that you did with the completely wet signal of the clap on that reverb. Yeah, you got some good feedback there from J-Can as well. Love the general arrangement, love this massive stereo, etc. effects on the voice. Really love the reverb sections. The bass line and the kick are a bit too dry, need more punch, and defo a crazy 303 would make it into a perfect club banger. I agree on all of that. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yes, white noise of the clap. Oof. Oh, look at you lot. Oh, I live in Athlone too. Oh. See, we're making friends. This is brilliant. Oh, you guys. Okay, next up we've got Kelly Reverb and Chad Lemans, and this is Closer.
Bodies moving. Bodies moving. Closer. I love the way my body's moving. I love the way my body's moving. Bodies, 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 bodies. I love the way my body's moving. Bodies, 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 bodies. I love the way my body's moving. Bodies, 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 bodies. I love the way my body's moving. Bodies, 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 bodies. I love the way my body's moving. Bodies, 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 bodies. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. Closer. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. into me. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. Closer. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. Closer. Into me. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. Closer. Closer. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. Closer. Closer. I love the bodies to the beat. Closer. Closer. I love the getting close to me. Closer. Into me. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. Closer. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. Closer. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. Closer. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. Closer.
So there we go. Kelly Reverb and Chad Le Mans. Is it Le Mans or Le Mans? Le Mans? Sounds very French. Le Mans. Le Mans. Le Mans. With Le Mans. Le Mans or Le Mans? Je ne sais pas. Oh, I'm in Texas. Okay, it's Le Mans. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Is it I guess it's like future house, bass housey, whatever kind of house this is. I really like it. Very, very clean sounding bass house. I think I was having this conversation recently. Don't define genres. I'm just doing it to put my DJ head on. The only time I really think about it is when I'm like putting stuff in folders for genres that I play. Yeah, I think it's important not to get too bogged down with the labels. There's just good music and bad music, isn't there? Yeah. But yeah, I really like it. And guys, please get following. Go and follow Chad. Chad! Spring break! Go, go, go team! I love the fact that we've got like people from so many different countries watching this show, because all of us have got something, you know, to add. And we can all learn from each other. You know what I mean? J-Can, that's a very, very nuanced topic. Yeah. Labels don't even get it. Do you know what? I think they do get it. I think sometimes it's intentional that they put certain tracks in as a certain genre in order to place higher in Beatport charts. That kind of thing. It's yeah. But then again, it's dependent on so many factors what you think is a genre. So I remember as a kid, Specifically, I went to America. I went to Florida with my family, and I found a CD at the airport on the way back, and it was like techno covers. Well, it was covers of dance music, but it was just called techno, just techno. So techno back in the like 90s wasn't necessarily like what we call techno today. So it was more of a blanket term, such as EDM. But again, it all depends when you came into music, how old you are, which country you're from, which will determine how you think, what you think is a certain genre. Then there was a whole hoo-ha a while ago about progressive house, because proggy stuff, progressive house to me was like Sasha and Digweed, which was completely different to the progressive house that was being called that on like Beatport, which was like more like Big Room and EDM. Really weird. It was a weird time. But I think that this is just an example of, I think that it is a side effect of music becoming more digital and more people being able to produce music. So naturally, exponentially, music evolves so much quicker. So there are so many different subgenres and spin-offs of other genres. Yeah, Gaz, yeah. So it kind of gets more complicated, but I don't see that as being a problem, because it eventually means that you create enough different names for stuff and it gets confusing. It won't matter anymore. And we see this with DJs now. DJs are very much feel a lot happier or a lot more confident in just playing whatever genres they want. Artists are becoming more accepted to make whatever genres they want. There was a time, especially when I first started, like 23 years ago, that you had to be a certain genre. Like, what kind of DJ are you? And as a hard house DJ, I got really into electro when it first came around in 2006, and also hard style, like the very, very early hard style. And I remember having conversations with fans of mine, and they were appalled that I would play hard style. They were like, "You're a hard house DJ. Why are you playing that? Like, oh, you've jumped the bandwagon." And like, it was really weird time, because I was like, no, I still play hard house as well, but I like playing loads of genres because I love music. So it was really weird to me that was not accepted. But now, as the amount of genres grows and more people make different types of music, I definitely see that positive change now, that it's accepted that people can make whatever they want. It doesn't really matter anymore. Coco Dilla says, you wrote in that louder there is a pitch issue. Was that your track? No, I didn't notice any pitch issue. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about if you're having a just ask whenever. No, I nothing stuck out to me in the slightest. Nothing. It sounded fine. Yeah. Unless like there's something you were scared. No, yeah, that's something that I would always pick up on. But Madden might be able to give you a bit more information on what he means by that. He might be meaning, again, it's terminology, is it? It might mean something being tuned in the percussion, maybe. I don't know. But no, nothing stuck out to me. That's usually one of the first things I'll listen out for anyway. Well, not listen out for it, but if it was there, I would hear it. Yeah, I think it's important not to stick to one genre. And that goes into the stuff that I've been making recently. 2 of my tracks have been signed now. I guess you'd call them tech trance. But it seems to be whenever I try and make techno, it always turns into tech trance, which I'm fine with. I do like melodies, but I was going to go under another name. I was going to go under the name Boudica, and I've now decided I'm going to not do that, because after having a chat with Chris Hampshire, who signed the tracks, he said, look, it doesn't really matter anymore. There's loads of artists that make music in loads of different genres. It will be accepted. And I have a long-standing name with, as an artist as Amber D, so it's going to keep it as that. So you love what you love. Exactly, Harrison. Yeah. Guys, that's good. You can make opera trance then. Yay. Yeah, I really liked it. Thank you, Chad. Chad, have you ever had a corn dog? If anyone else is also from America, I have never tried one of these corn dog things, and I think I'd like them. We don't get them in the UK. I'm really annoyed at this. Not fair. Yeah, I can't stay away from a melody, Quinny. Cool. Thank you for sending it in. We should get to it for next week. So next up we have got J-Can. Isn't it just a battered hot dog on a stick? Maybe. I don't know. Corn dog. I thought it was like sweet corn. Can we do a snack exchange, please? Yes. I don't know what a corn dog is, but they look really nice. Yeah, if you sent me a corn dog, I'll send you a Savoy. If you don't know what a Savoy is, I want you to guess. Don't give it away if you're from the UK, but try and guess what a Savoy is. A fricandel. Is that like a schnitzel? Okay, here we go. This is Reno Da Silva, York Stenzel, and DJ J-Can. It's called Offshore.
Jeremy happy, Jeremy beat on it. Jeremy happy, Jeremy beat on it. Jeremy happy, Jeremy beat on it.
There we go. Jay can take a bow, mate. Apologies, I needed to go for a wee. I did listen to this earlier. And yeah, it's just as nice second time round. I love all of the finer detail, especially in those pads. The really nice progression going on underneath that melody, the counter melody, and the riff. It just works so well. Really, really, really well done. So Nick says, if I was being really critical, it sounded like some leads were fighting for the same space. Yeah, it's such a hard thing, isn't it, when we're layering sounds to get that separation without it sounding, without it not sounding like it's all together. It's there's so many. How was the way I described it recently? Like that. There you go. It's like playing 3D Tetris, isn't it? So you've got like mid side can be an option, and then you've got EQing, dynamic EQing, volume. You know, there's many like different ways, and you've only got a finite amount of space to work within as well. You could use like a dynamic EQ that side chains internally. Yeah. I'm really enjoying using dynamic EQ at the moment. There's what's that other one I'm using? Sideminder. Then there was one that Sean Tice gave me, quadcore? What was the name of it now? And I used that on one of my tracks. What's this one called? Quadricore, yeah. That's quite good as well, just for getting a bit more, that's wideness. Sean Tice is amazing. I geek out with him on WhatsApp about all kinds of music stuff. He's great. Yeah, he's really lovely. But yeah, J-Can, I really like it. No, don't. Because we've been so sensible today. I think we've been quite innuendo free so far. Yeah, get Amber D vocals on it. I'm being very adult. But yeah, J-Can, thank you for sending it in. And I love the name of it. Offshore was a great name for this because it was giving me beach Ibiza vibes to it. Very much so. I just want to say a big thank you to Dalek Bob. Thank you for 20 months. That's crazy, but thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you to everyone that is a subscriber on here. It definitely helps the channel. And it means that you guys don't have to sit through adverts. I've tried to put it on the least amount of adverts. If you have got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Well, not to just to my channel. You can subscribe to any channel that you want. We've got Comrie next. Yay! Thank you for gifting a sub. Oh my god. J-Can, thank you. Dankeschön. You legend. There you go. That's my shot. Thank you. Yay. Yes, Queen. Okay, so here's DJ Comrie, and this is hang on. Here, DJ Comrie, Hands Off Me.
just talking about one person, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about form. I'm talking about content. I'm talking about God, the devil, hell, heaven. Do you understand? I'm not just talking about one person, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about form. I'm talking about content. I'm talking about God, the devil, hell, heaven. Do you understand? Do you
Yeah, really, really like that. DJ Comrie, hands off me. Go and follow them right now on SoundCloud. Comrie, are you in the chat? I know you were earlier. I have nothing to add either. I think it's perfect. Really, really well done. Yay! There you are. Give you a shout out. It is DJ Comrie, so Comrie DJ in the chat. So, yeah. Absolute legend. Really liked it. Please go and give Conry a follow because he's got 387 followers right now. Let's bump that up a bit. Yeah, have you found a label? Have you got it signed? Because I don't think you'll have any problem getting that signed at all. Really nice. Very current sounding as well. Yeah. I'd be very proud if that was my song. Yeah, really liked it. Yay! Yay! Keep sending them in, babes. Keep sending them in. Okay, next up we've got The Overseer. And this is Don't Tell Me. So that's the Overseer. Don't tell me. Don't tell me to be cool. I am cool. Really liked it. Is Gaz in the chat? The Overseer? Gaz the Overseer? I don't know if he's in today. Sometimes he's in. I like the Hoovers in that as well. I love the acid line. Maybe the vocal again could be more prominent. What's Jay Can said there? A bit more wideness in the stereo on just a few layers and it becomes brighter. And that's what is actually what labels want. Me likes it. That's interesting. That's an interesting point to make. Yeah, I like it. I know that on the Overseers SoundCloud, they've usually got quite a few free downloads as well. I'm not sure if that was one of them or not. It might be. Might be. Go onto their onto his thingy now. And you'll be able to see. But yeah, I really liked it. I love this kind of, it's like a middle ground between like techno and European hard trance. Crystal crispy sounds, yeah. Yeah, I agree. However, it all can start to sound the same as well, can't it? But I get what you're saying. Like that brightness does matter, especially if you're mixing in other tracks of a similar genre. When something isn't necessarily that bright, it can seem dull, but it's not really in its own context. But yeah, I really liked it. Thank you very much, Gaz, for sending that in. Next, we've got Snap Exterminate. This is the HyperX remix.
Exterminate, 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 exterminate. Exterminate, 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 exterminate. when the music starts to groove, rhythm of the music and my body starts to move. Exterminate, exterminate. Exterminate, exterminate.
There we go. That is Exterminate HyperX remix. I really like the hoovers in that. I like some of the the little counter melodies. There was 2 separate lead sounds that came in, which I really liked. I would have liked to have heard the offbeat reverse bass follow the progression of the melody around here, this bit. So as you can hear, it's at the moment that reverse bass is still on the root note. I think it would really, especially with it coming in after the main drop, after the main breakdown in this drop, I think it would just add another whole dimension to follow the oh, you're here, hey, yeah, change that bass to follow that melody, and mwah, defo. Yeah, I love it. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Guys, get following HyperX on SoundCloud, please. Brilliant. Yeah, I really liked it. I think you did an extremely good job on it. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Thank you for sending it in. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't got anything else to add really, which is, I like it when I don't have to talk much, because it means there's nothing like sticking out, you know, musically or like whatever else. No news is good news, as they say. Next up, we've got it's Lee McNeil And this is I believe it's a remix of Ayla. So. Sorry. Okay. I was saying it isn't fucked. It's just because I didn't put it on off mute. Such a noob. So I was saying I really, really like this. The only thing that puts me off is on the hi Keza, is on the little counter melody near the end. It's bouncing onto the offbeat where I usually would hear do 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 do. Can you hear that? So like it should be on the note and it's on the offbeat. It just froze me. That's the only thing that I'd say like would be something that is jerking me a little bit about it. But if that's intentional, then cool. But yeah, other than that, like it's just such a great remix. It really is. Yeah, no worries, Comrie. Oh, you played it by ear. Yeah, it's if it's not a delay that's doing it, it just needs to go on the downbeat. Yeah, it's all just half a beat off. I don't even think it's a quantized. I don't think it's a quantized thing. I just think that you've done it on the offbeat and the delay is ringing louder on the half beat, or you've shifted it along a half of a beat. Because it's perfectly out, so it's not a quantized issue. If that makes sense. Yeah. So welcome in, Keza. You threw it together for a laugh. Isn't it weird how the best of our work can just be messing around? Because we don't pressure ourselves as much. Cool. Thank you for sending it in, mate. Okay, next up we've got Miss Peppermint, Let Me Hear the DJ, and this is DJ Campbell remix. Oh my God. I'm just getting overwhelmed here with things that are happening. Oh my God. First of all, Campbell, this is just insanely good. Insanely good. Wow. Wow. What a great track. There were just so many things in there that were just building and building and building. And then at the same time, Realm of Eagle has just gifted 8 subs. Oh! What? Oh. Big up yourself there, Realm of Eagle. Thank you so much for gifting 8 subs to the community. You're an absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're good, mate. Really good to see you here. Wow. And yeah, this is just such a great tune. This is the epitome of build, tension, drops, keeping interest, ear candy, really simple ideas but done so well. It's just amazing. Oh my God. Yeah. Do you know one of the things that really stood out to me about that track, and it was during the first build up, and it's the way that the string, the trauma string goes it doesn't just go straight up, it kind of like wobbles. Let's listen to it again. Yeah, like perfect. Perfect. So much energy and really, really good simple ideas of how to create tension, interest. My ears were kept interested all the way through that. So cleverly done and well produced as well. Like, there's no point being really good at production, like producing stuff, if you don't have good ideas. So good. Let me hear the DJ. Yeah, I love it. Well done, Campbell. Go and follow Campbell now. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. So many good tunes tonight. Yay! Yay! That's that emote. And another legend, Dan Dyson, has appeared. Here we go. This is Dan Dyson and Perpetrator. Diane, just go and check out his SoundCloud link that's in the chat. Send him a message or something. He should be able to let you know. Follow now. Go, go, go. And another legend here now. Dan Dyson. I play a lot of Dan stuff. Here we go.
of pain. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law. Goes back to the house of pain. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks. Evil breaks the law.
Wow, Dan Dyson. It just gets better and better. I absolutely love this. Such a great track. I like the vocal that you've used. Like it's from an old. Is it BK? Can't even remember who did the original, but I love what you've done with this. It's really uplifting, but it's also gritty. I love the like the band pass sweep that you've got on that pop up, like little things like that. Ear candy, such a great way to keep interest in a track. So well put together. Drums perfect. Proper stomper of a track. Yeah, it's from the same era, Digital Industries, as that one. He who breaks the law goes straight to the house of pain. Was it Fergie? Who was it? Who did the original? I can't remember. Such a great track. Oh, I did not know that. Island of Dr. Maru. Wow. Wow. Guys, please get following Dan Dyson. A staple. Oh yeah, BK used it for House Pain. Cool. A staple in the hard house scene for a long time. Mr. Dan Dyson. Oh, it was BK and Fit. I was right. Yay! Look at me know my job. Brilliant. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm going to be playing this one a lot. I really am. Yeah, really, really liked it. Gaz, I've just got your whisper. Yeah, just make sure that you send me. I'll message you back in a bit. I'll message you in a bit. I only got one message from you though, but I'll message you back in a second. Thank you. Yeah. I am highly inspired for my own studio sessions again. And I hope you guys are as well with all of that today. That's just been insanely good. Yeah. And yeah. You guys have been amazing. Thank you again to Realm of Ego, Realm of Eagle, and Jay as well for the gifted subs. And yeah, I'm raiding out now. I'm gonna go and what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go and play Hogwarts Legacy. I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been exactly what I needed for my own stuff. And like I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. We're going to be raiding out to DJ Wheels, part of Team Brisk. And I've got my day off tomorrow. So I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. But I will see you guys on Thursday. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, some amazing, you guys are so talented. And I will shine a light for you as much as we possibly can. on this channel. Get your confidence up. Get you out there. Always got time for your art. Thank you, guys. Mwah, love you. I'll see you on Thursday.